morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Lighthouser. I hope you and your family had a really happy Easter and that everybody is healthy and well at your house. Let's have Bible time together. Here we are together, together, together. Here we are together, all here on Friday morning. Last time in Bible time, we talked about that special day that Jesus was brought back to life again. Do you remember how the ladies had gone to the tomb to put some spices on him? And when they arrived at the tomb, it was empty. And then Jesus met them on the way. They ran back to the house where all of Jesus' friends were. And they told them, he's alive, he's alive, we've seen him, he's alive. But do you know what? Jesus' friends really didn't believe them. Peter and John actually had gone to the tomb that morning too to take a look, and Jesus wasn't there. But they didn't believe the ladies when they said they had seen Jesus. Now, I did not tell you something that happened with Peter the night that Jesus was taken away by the soldiers. When the soldiers came and took Jesus away, all of his friends ran away except Peter. And Peter kind of followed behind and followed to the places where they were taking Jesus. 3 times that night, people would come up to Peter and say, oh, you're one of his followers. You know him. You were with him. And each time Peter would say, I don't know the man. Why would Peter say that? That's a lie. Peter's one of his best friends. Well, after it happened 3 times, Peter felt so bad. His heart was just broken. He ran away and just cried and cried and cried. Today in our story, we're going to hear how Jesus helped heal Peter's broken heart. So let's listen to God's word. Now it's time to hear God's word. Hear God's word. Hear God's word. Now it's time to hear God's word and listen to a Bible story. Come, my friends, and listen with me. Listen with me. Listen with me. Come, my friends, and listen with me and hear a Bible story. Well, we're still here in Jerusalem, in the Promised Land. All of the disciples, the good friends of Jesus, they're all still in the house because they're afraid the soldiers may come and get them too. The doors are locked, the windows are locked. When all of a sudden, Jesus appeared to them in the middle of the room. He didn't come through a door. He didn't come through a window. He just appeared to them. It is Jesus. He's really alive. Peace to you, he said. And then he put out his hands and he showed them where the nails had been in his hands and where they had been in his feet. Then he told his good friends, his disciples, just as my Father has sent me, so I am sending you. And then Jesus went away. But the disciples still stayed at the house. The Bible tells us that after several days, Peter finally said, I'm going fishing. So he opened the door and he went out, and several of his friends joined him too. Let's go, they said. Here, we'll go get the boat. So here's the boat. Here, we'll take it down to the water. Come on, let's go. Nighttime is the best time for fishing. So get in. Push it in. There, got their net. All right, let's go. So off they went into the water. They would throw their net into the water, and they'd wait for the fish to swim in. They'd wait and wait, and they'd pull it back in. Ah, no fish. All right, well, let's try over here. So they swam, push the boat over here, throw it in the water. They'd wait and they'd wait, pull it back in. Oh, no fish again. Let's try down here. They threw the net in the water. They let's wait a long time for this one. Then they pulled it back in. No fish. Well, they did this all night long. They would throw the net in the water, pull it back up. No fish. Well, it was getting close to morning. The sun was starting to come up. It was getting a little foggy. Peter said, I think we should call it a night. I don't think we're going to catch any fish. Well, all of a sudden they heard somebody. Oh, there was somebody standing on the beach, but they didn't know who it was. Have you caught any fish? No, they said. Throw your net over on the right side. All right, so they took their net, they threw it over the right side, and sure enough, it was filled with fish. Look at this, they said. Oh, I know. I remember this happened before. John stood up. It's the Lord. It's the Lord. Peter got so excited, he jumped out of the boat and he swam to the shore. It's Jesus. So here, they brought the boat up. Bring the fish. We'll have some breakfast. Brought their fish on shore. Come on, sit down and have breakfast with me. Oh, it was good to see the Lord. There, they put the fish on the fire. Here, sit down, Peter. We got fish for everybody. But they were all very quiet. They didn't say very much, and they were eating. Peter was thinking about those 3 times that night that he said he didn't know Jesus. Oh, he felt embarrassed sitting here with Jesus. Oh, he walked away. Peter walked down the beach. Jesus came following him. Peter, yes, Lord. Do you love me? Yes, Lord, I love you. Then feed my lambs. Peter walked away again. Oh. Jesus followed him. Peter, yes, Lord. Do you love me? Yes, Lord, I love you. Then take care of my sheep. Oh. Peter walked away again. Jesus followed. Peter, yes, Lord. Do you love me? Peter said, Lord, you know everything. You know how much I love you. Then feed my lambs. And then Peter knew that Jesus had forgiven him. Those 3 times that Peter had said he did not know Jesus, just now, Jesus had given Peter a chance to say that he still loved him. Oh, Peter's broken heart felt so much better. Come on, said Jesus, let's go have some breakfast. Came back, and they had breakfast with Jesus on the beach that morning. Next time in Bible time, we'll find out what happens on the day that Jesus gets ready to go back up to heaven. Right, big hands. And dear God, we're glad that Jesus lives forever. Amen. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you on another day. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, boys and girls. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.